Hey everyone, I am ShenKit. If you've never played Star Citizen and really want to, this is something that might help you. Today I'm going to be playing the tutorial and showing you a few hints and tips that'll help make this disorienting game a little bit more manageable. Step 1, launch the game. Right? This is Star Citizen. Uh, First thing after you launch the game, you're going to be greeted with this screen. Go ahead and select Persistent Universe. Create your character. I've already created my character based off of the female type. Uh, do as you please. Normally I skip this part, but I'm going to play the tutorial for you. First thing you got to do is you got to select a system that you want to spawn in. Pyro is the most recently added system. It's the only extra system. It's a lawless system that is pretty wild. Not for the faint of heart, not for the new pilot. Um, Definitely something that will test your patience, jumping in and jumping out, but definitely an option. For new players, I don't recommend it. So we're going to choose the Stanton system. In the Stanton system, you got multiple locations to choose from, as well as Pyro, but we're going to be talking about the ones in Stanton today. New Babbage is a pretty awesome little planet. It is mostly frozen tundra, but it has lots of beautiful areas to explore, really nice, cool foliage and fauna to see. Um, Definitely a place to visit. Uh, I wouldn't recommend staying there though, because it is far from everything, like really far from everything. The next area that we have available is Area 18. Now, Area 18 is really close to the Pyro Jump Gate. If you decide that you want to go to the Pyro Jump Gate eventually, this is the place to do it from. It's a cyberpunk aesthetic. It's a massive, sprawling city that covers the entire planet, meaning that's all you get is a massive city. Orison is a gas giant. This is a massive planet, but it's a gas giant, meaning that there's nothing to really explore on the ground. All of the cities are floating on platforms. It's a little bit more centralized within the Stanton system, and there's tons to do around it. It also has the benefit of Seraphim Station, one of the most convenient orbital stations, and also probably one of the coolest ones since they got rid of Port Olisar. Finally, there's Lorville. What can we say about Lorville? This place is awesome. It is centrally located, but not great for new players. Flying through storms, constantly being nailed with winds and rain, and the space station here is all vertical hangars. So if you are not well attuned to your, I'm gonna go with Orson, um, just because it's a little bit neater. And then you can change your server if you want. I always just leave it on best. Um, Behind my little tag here, there's a go back button. You can't see it, but it's there. You can go back to your character customization. You can do all this stuff. Once you hit play game, that's it. You are locked in. Your home is Orson. Your character is your character. Not much you can do after this. Um, just keep that in mind. So with this video series, I'm planning on making a whole bunch of little quick tips and helpful videos, just so that new players can get a better handle on this game. But I believe I should have it. But that's not what we're going to start with. There you go. That's their first little hint there. Tutorial. Start your first steps. So, bottom left-hand corner of the screen there, you can see there is some controller hints on how to play the game. Exit, press Y. Cool. And then top right-hand corner, tutorial first steps. It's tell you to move around. There you go. Check your journal is the next step. How do you do that? Well, there is a Moby Glass interaction right there on the right side of the screen. It is telling me to press F1. Bam. Just like that, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then you're going to go to journal. Welcome to the verse. You have just stepped 930 years into the future, and you can read that later if you want to. Hunger and thirst. Bottom left-hand screen, there is your hunger and thirst indicators. And then it's telling you to eat this burrito and drink the water. So when you see the interaction come up above an object, if you just tap F, it will do the interaction that is currently labeled. If you hold F, it'll give you this wheel, and then you can do all sorts of stuff with it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and eat the burrito. Again, holding F. Drink the water. And you see my hydration levels and nutrition levels there have risen. Now it's telling me to put my helmet on. There's my helmet. Same thing, it says carry. If you just tap F, it's going to do that. It's going to carry it. Now hold F, right click it, equip. Now, we'll go more in depth into how to use the inventory once we're done with this tutorial phase, just because this is what you got to wear during the tutorial phase. Alright, exit the door. There it is. It says open, tap F, it opens. Bam, walk down the hallway. Alright. View the area map. Now, if you don't know where something is, top left-hand corner, you see that little map. There's got a blinky thing that's telling me which direction I need to go. And also, there it is. That's where it is. Okay. I gotta remember that's all y'all can see. Yeah, you just use the map there, and you can use that marker and just follow the marker. The marker tells you how far you are from it and all that fun stuff. There goes the player. These maps are accurate. Go to Kelto. It wants me to go to Kelto. Alright, we're going to Kelto. Again, I'm just following a marker that's on my map. Sometimes doors are automatic. Sometimes you do have to press F to open them. Use the shopping kiosk. Spy weapon. So you can go in here, personal weapons. Personal weapons. Buy that. Then you can click attachment. C54. That's the ammo that you need for it. I'm just gonna buy that much. Alright, continue with the tutorial. Head to the Orson Skyway Transit. Bottom left hand, you can see that my environment changed as soon as I walked out, and it started giving me some new readings. Now, if you find these storage access terminals, this is how you access your inventory. Shit. This is what I see. Alright, so you can drag and drop it, or you can right click, drop item. There used to be an equip button, they took it away. I just double click it. There's a slot open, it'll go straight to that slot. Same thing with pistols. Double click it, it goes right to where it belongs. And then you go to that ammo that we just purchased.
Had anything good recently?
I've been hearing rumors that Hurston might be mandating a curfew.
This is
This our
H6. Do I have any H6 ammo? I don't.
Everyone gets enough sleep. Sure does suck when your government's also your boss.
I have never heard anything like that.
There you go, all equipped. Strapped to my chest now. Oh, perfect timing.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
All right, now I just ride on over to the space station. It's our stop, boys
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to
and
depart.
girls and peoples.
The shuttle is approaching the station.
And then you're gonna go to August Dunlow Spaceport. This is just for tutorial purposes. If you have a ship, you just go straight to your hangar and you pull that ship out. During the tutorial, you're gonna use this. Deliver that bad boy and retrieve that bad boy.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the. Please visit us again.
What's good, homie?
Hello there.
Dude was being weird. Doing a little bit of a tutorial here. Alright, once you've got this far, you're just going to continue to use the hints and the dialogue box there. You'll notice that my controllers say some really weird stuff eventually. That's because I use flight sticks. Don't panic, you won't see these. You'll get actual key bindings that tell you how to fly your ship. Make sure you pay attention to the dialogue box. I goofed here, wasn't paying attention, and it was telling me to switch to my navigation mode, and that's why it didn't give me my next step. After you execute the dialogue box instructions, it'll give you your next step. This next part is just flying through a whole bunch of checkpoints. It's going to tell you to use your thrusters. It's going to tell you to use your afterburner. It's going to tell you to use cruise control. Once you fly through all the points, it's then going to redirect you to quantum jump to Seraphim Station, or the orbital station of whichever home you picked.
Landing gear deployed.
That's the sound of another ship quantum jumping away, not the ship that I'm landing. All right. You're going to store your borrowed ship here. After you store your ship, it's going to give you some more instructions.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Tell you to check your journal. Do it the same way we've been doing it. F1, journal, read those posts if you want to. If you don't want to, just click them so that it counts them as read. And tutorial complete.
Welcome to the 8th.
We'll pull the mantis out. From this point forward, you're just going to go ahead and pull out your pledge ship if you got one, start loading it up, get out there, explore, do all sorts of fun stuff. I highly recommend joining an organization, specifically our organization, the Punks. We have all sorts of fun with all sorts of neat little toys. We're always willing to help out our fellow Punk members. We do have consistent players. We have 3 high commanders that are more than willing to help you in any way, shape, or form that you might need. But yeah, it's all about just having a good time and being a spaceman. I hope this helps. See ya.